So a little garage update. The Z4 is back. We've got new rear tyres, which I've heard are very good. Now we couldn't match up the Michelins, they didn't have any stock. And we've had the bumper over to Matt, who's going to give us a price on repairing this. Let's head over. This is the wall that's falling down, it's a bit of a nightmare. Look at that. So we're just bracing the wall at the moment, but obviously we're trying to finish the garage under here. Right, let's go in. Now today, decorators are in, so I've got to move these cars out. Let's open this door. Alright, let's open that. Got to move the Mitsubishi out. And my brother's Subaru, got a few clips on that. He's so pleased. Obviously he didn't know I was going to do the whole car. So yeah, that's this morning. And then I'm going to head over to VVS and see a Lotus Carlton. It's a car I'd really like to see actually. Never been in one, never really seen one close up, so I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, and the colour in here is like a graphite black. But he's got to do a bit of work on the ceiling. Look. A few bits there from the old rails. Get them done. Old loft hatch. It's the new loft hatch. Going to get the blinds in here. So we're hoping to video on the 27th. So that is 8 days. So it's going to be some transformation. Oh, the other thing is the tiles arrive, not these, but the tiles will arrive today. These are the colours for the wall. I can't remember which one we went for now, but it's one of those. Utility here. Yeah, so it's going good. Right, let's move these cars. It's always good when you go to move cars and they've got flat battery. Really, really good start to the day. Very enjoyable. Please start. Please start. Please start. Yeah. It's tight. The delivery is done. And they are here. The tiles have arrived. I went to go out and then they arrived. So, brilliant. Just waiting on the decorator now. They're going to look so good in there. Mitsubishi I can't start. Subaru I got out. Had a few problems with the battery on this Mitsubishi. It only seems to last a couple of days. Yeah, it's looking very good. And that enough noise. So I've just arrived at VVS. Blue Nifons SVJ. That is a lovely car. I think it's done 5,000 miles. The STO, our STO is sold, unfortunately. Really, really like this car actually. And the trouble is, when you sell something, you like it even more. But it's a lovely colour, quite a nice spec. We've got the sort of money that we fought for it. We're quite happy, and maybe we'll buy it back one day. Orange Aventador, quite like this car. I had the original one in 2013. So the gearbox isn't quite as good, but at the moment these V12s are really rising up. I really like this one. Harrison took this to Hever with me, and it was like the shot with the castle. Looked fantastic. And I'll bring that picture up now, but this is a lovely car. They've got some Porsches and bits over here. I'm just going to go back to SVJs, because when we first were looking at getting the STO, I bought it with a friend of mine, 50-50, but I said that maybe we should have bought an SVJ. Now in that time, this car has gone up 100,000, and this one, we sold it for exactly the same as we paid for it. So we didn't lose any money there, but here was where the money was. And at the time, we probably should have gone SVJ. I think these went right down and now have shot back up. I think they went down to about 280k, but now they're sort of 380, maybe even 400s, even more. This is a lovely spec car. I think someone's taking it for a test drive today. And I think they'll probably buy it in this colour. Right, let's move over and try and find this Lotus Carlton. Before we get to the Lotus, Porsche GT3 992. I really like this car. Now, I've never seen one in this spec. So you've got the black with the sort of the gold and a little gold stripe, a bit like the Senna had with the JP sort of edition. Porsche stripe down there. It looks fantastic. This car's only done 14 miles and is here for sale. I don't think it'll stay here long with the spring coming. Nice interior, nice seats, ceramics. It's virtually like what the perfect spec really. And it looks lovely today. So I thought I'd just show you this before we get round to that Lotus. I actually like the back. I actually prefer the wing version to the touring. I don't know what you think. Sorry, I keep finding cars, but look at this Performante Spider. This is a matte wrap. It's normally this is a black metallic, but it's got a matte wrap. Looks stunning. Is this the perfect summer car? It may be. STO didn't come in convertible either, so I'll leave that with you too. So the 430, it's having a new windscreen. Thought I'd get this in before we see the Lotus, if we ever see it, but it's got quite a few chips, so I thought I'd get it redone. Harrison's just getting the car out now. Can't believe he's still here. Rosso Mugello, gold wheels. Very, very rare 430, only 7,000 miles. It's a lovely looking car. We had the front spoiler and rear spoiler bumper repainted recently because they had a few little chips on, and now the windscreen being done should be absolutely perfect now. Making me want to keep it actually. Should I sell it? It does look good. It's really nice to drive too. So here we have the Lotus Carlton, 1150 made. I think 350 were called Lotus Carltons, the rest were Lotus Omega. It's in a lovely green. Looking at the metallic here, really see it actually looks like a McLaren colour. Looks that good. This car's a bit of a strange one because I remember this coming out and I remember it being used for a lot of robberies. I think there was a plate, if I try and remember now, 40R was the plate name, and that was where they were going out in this Lotus Carlton, and the police were trying to catch them in mini metros, and the metros would only do about 85, 90 mile an hour, so they had no chance against this. Had a twin turbo. It was a 3.6 24 valve, and I remember at the time 24 valves was a lot because we had 8 valve Golfs, if you remember that time, 16 valve. This had a 24 valve, 3.6 twin turbo. I think about 380 horsepower, and that was conservative. Obviously the Lotus part done a lot of the tuning. Just having a look round it today, still really like the wheels. Does look really nice. Looks mean. Just reminds me of like an M5 really. When I used to have an M5, I used to think, well, this is like an M5, but at the time I was massively into BMW, so it wasn't a car for me. I don't think there were that many in the UK either, probably 50 or so. Not sure how many there is now, but there can't be that many. This is up at VVS for about 85k. It's a lot of car. They have gone up a lot, I know. But if this is your era and you like this type of car, you're not going to have many to choose from. And this is a really nice example. Right, I'm going to wrap that up there. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon.